Hey guys, just want to give you a rundown of what I'm doing here. So I swapped this engine over from the 3.0 3VZ to the Toyota 3L, which is a 2.8 liter diesel. And with that I eliminated the ECU. So my four-wheel drive, the A.D.D is not functioning with the four-wheel drive lever, since that goes through the ECU. So what the A.D.D is what engages the axles. It has a sleeve that connects the two axles, and it's vacuum. It's run with vacuum. Here are the two valves. The blue one there is when it's disengaged, and the orange one is for when it's engaged. So to activate those switches, that used to be done when you put the lever in four-wheel drive, then it would activate and slip the sleeve over and lock the axles. I don't have that anymore. So what I am doing is putting in a switch. I have this rocker switch here. This has on, so this will be four-wheel drive disengaged, this will be four-wheel drive engaged. So I currently have wires coming in here. These are the two positive wires for the A.D.D vacuum switches, and then I have, if I can show you here, the ground. I just ran the ground, both ground wires down here to the frame, or to the body I should say. Then ran the two positives in there. So all I will do now is grab an ignition power source and connect it to the switch and hook it up. I'll show you shortly. Okay, so this is where we're at. Never mind the dash being that far taken apart. I was doing a few other things while I was in here anyway. So I've got this switch here. This is just a ground, and the ground, all it's doing on this switch is running the lights. This is one of the power lines to the vacuum switches, and this one is the other one, the one far right here. The center one is power. I chose on this 95 4runner, I chose to grab it from the cigarette lighter plug, since on these vehicles the cigarette lighter plug is hooked up with ignition. So that was a simple place to hook it up. Never mind all this other wiring. That's just a few other switches I have here. So now, as long as this switch is this way and the orange light is on, four-wheel drive is disengaged. There it is engaged, and when I say engaged, I mean the front fork moving, locking the two axles together. So I will still be able to run it in four-wheel drive with the shifter, run it full low, and it will turn into virtually a three-wheel drive vehicle, so I won't have the binding. So what it does is, these are the two vacuum lines, and it pulls that way or this way, has a fork that pulls the sleeve. And so basically what I'm doing is making so I can run four-wheel drive without having the front axles locked together. So it basically turns into a three-wheel drive vehicle. So I will just always have it on the orange switch, the orange light, like that. And as you can see, that is, if I can do this with one hand, that works with the ignition. And I'll put the camera up here. You might be able to hear the solenoids when I hit them. And there you go. I'll show this when it's back together and give it a little more of a wrap up. But that's what we got going on right now. So So it took me a while to finish up. So here it is finished up. So I installed the switch right down here. So in that position, the front axle is not locked. Then in this position, it's locked. So when I turn the ignition on, we have an orange light, and then that is with the axle unlocked, and this is with the axle locked. So there you go, and yes, it is all put back together, so that's great. If it will focus. Guess it won't focus. There we go. Alright, thanks for watching, and hope this helped someone in need.